on another great event.
Thank you.
South Dakota might not be the first place on everyone's wish list to go, but the place showed up and it was loud from pretty much the first fight of the night.
Yeah. No.
What do you have to say to the people of South Dakota for showing up?
No, I mean they showed up and showed us that they're fight fans and they love to come to see the fights. So we definitely should come back.
Definitely agree.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming back, I'm sure that the finals would not be held in South Dakota. do we have an announcement coming soon, or on where the finals will be held?
Tony.
Yes.
No,
we don't know.
Okay, we don't know where that's at yet.
We don't know.
We know it's in November, but we don't know where. Yeah.
And then
Good job, Ray.
we're looking at a month off until Nashville now.
That's correct.
What type of news should we probably be expecting now? Because, I mean, a very successful season. It looks like this is only going to continue to grow. Is there any news that we can kind of look forward to this next month?
Well, for sure, there's going to be a few new champions crowned this year. Obviously, with the Bellator acquisition, we've had some, high-level, top-level fighters move over to the season, and so, I mean, unfortunately for Stoley, but he was a crowd favorite tonight, But like I said, there's going to be a couple of new champions crowned this year. Obviously, they still got to go through the playoffs and qualify for the championship round. But the season continues to grow. We find that every year, the level continues to grow, and we get better and better fighters. And of course, we're already looking to sign fighters for 2025. As we come to the end of the regular season. I have fighters reaching out to me, well, managers and fighters reaching out to me already. So, again, like I said, the season continues to grow, and the Bellator Championship Series is, that's on point as well. And the PFL continues to be busy. I think we have over 30 shows this year, and so as we continue to grow, that's gonna continue to grow also in terms of numbers.
Gotcha. And then my last thing is for the guys and girls that didn't make the playoffs. Are we gonna be able to see them in the Bellator Champions Series? Are they gonna be able to make that switch kind of back and forth so they can get one more fight by the end of the year?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I mean, some of these guys are going to be alternates. For the playoffs. So whoever, for example, like Stoley is one of these guys, I think he earned 3 points tonight. There's a possibility that he's either number one or number two alternate. And then, so they got to still stay training because, as we've seen over the years, someone could get hurt. Again, when you look at the heavyweights, and Tim Johnson came in last minute. We had 3 or 4 guys fall out. Came in the last minute, wins by first round knockout, and now he's in the playoffs. So that kind of thing could happen, and so these guys are still gonna stay busy. Obviously, stay training, but yeah, there is a possibility that the other guys could also move over to the Bellator series and continue to. Grow there, and so yeah, that's very possible.
Awesome, and congrats again on a nice regular season.
Thank you.
Hey Ray, so let's talk about all the people who made it to the finals. It's an eclectic group. We got people from the UK, we got people from Brazil, we got people who won already, we got people who first time. So what do you think about the featherweights and welterweights who have made it to the semifinals?
Yeah, like I said, the season continues to grow, and congratulations to the guys that made the playoffs. But it's never easy, making the playoffs is tough, but it's tougher to even, getting to the playoffs and then having to fight again to get to the championship. So, but there's some really interesting matchups, both in the featherweights and the welterweights. I think the guy in welterweights, obviously, to look out for is Shamil, who, still undefeated, former world champion from abroad. I think he's a former KSW champion, ACA, and so on. And so he's one to look out for. Of course, Umar Taf, who's been knocking at the door for that title. And then, if you look at the featherweights, Brandon looked on point tonight. So he's got a tough opponent against Kai Kamaka, who had a great outing in the first one, and in his words, he didn't do too great tonight, even though he won. He didn't feel like he put on a great show. So that being said, it's always, when a fighter understands that they didn't really perform to the best of their ability, it's going to make him dangerous coming up the next time. So again, like I said, I think it's interesting playoffs, and we'll wait and see who makes